Hi guys, it's me, Winifred, and I am back with a look from the Urban Decay's electric palette, and I'm also going to incorporate the Makeup Forever Flash palette, the one that's got the vibrant primary colors in there. And as you can probably see, it's going to be a green eye. And what I did, I took the liberty of priming my eye first, and on my mobile lid from the Flash palette is this, if you want to call it kind of like a yellow green. I put that on my mobile lid right here. And yeah, so let's just jump into the look. I kind of, it wasn't going to be, me, it was not going to be an electric eye from the lash to the eyebrow bone. I even when I was younger, guys, I wouldn't have gone for that kind of a look. It's just not me. But if that's you, you make sure you go ahead and do you. But I'm just saying it's not something that I would wear. It's not my typical go-to eye type of thing. So what I did for my crease, you all, my transition color, is I used MAC.s Skin Finish in Sun Power. Guys, I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this. This is a mineralized skin finish. It is straight up almost orange, not going all over my face. So I have opted instead to use this as a transition shade, and also in some cases, like today, I used it a little bit on my cheeks because I wanted a nice flush of orange color. So what I'm going to do is take this and pop this right into that transition area. I'm turning over to the side because I have my mirror there. This is going into my transition area, guys. And it gives you just a touch of orange. Now, typically a lot of times I like to use Rule. And you could use Rule with this look because Rule is not too much of a vibrant orange. So it would work with this. I think orange and green makes a really pretty combination. And for my brow highlight, guys, I'm going to jump into Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. And I think that is just a really, really nice shade for your, I don't know. It can be used as a lid color, but I also think if you're a little deeper in tone, it's really nice brow bone color. I think so. It's a really nice one. So I'm going to use that. And then it also helps to play with that little bit of orange color we got going on here. So then I'm going to pick up my E38 Sigma transition brush and just buff that out a little bit at the end there. So at this point you have something that looks like this. And then the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is use my Sigma E39 brush, and I am going to jump into Makeup Geek's Mocha, which looks like this. Makeup Geek, if you have not tried her shadows, guys, really nice for the value. I mean, I believe her shadows are like $5.99 a pop, and they're really good shadows. So it's worth looking into. And that just deepens it up a little bit. And then again, guys, you're going to want to take, and I love my MAC 217. That is one of my most favorite blending brushes. So I'm going to take that 217 and blend that out. Okay. And so now you have something that looks like this. Now we're going to start playing with the electric palette. So my basic lid color, guys, is this green color right here. It's on the second row right next to that citron color. So then, guys, I just pick up a flat brush and I am going to dip into that green and just pack that on the lid, just like that. See how vibrant that green is? And I think, well, obviously, whenever you put a base on under it, it pops even more. Now, I probably, if I am being quite honest, I probably would have used MAC.s either pure white or the black ground, but because I want to jump into the Makeup Forever's Flash palette and start using that, that's why I'm really picking this up. Okay, so I'm going to use 3 colors from this Urban Decay palette, guys. Okay, so then this really lively citron-like color, I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush, and that's going to go as my inner corner highlight, guys. And that's a really, and again, here, what would have been a better option to use, because it would have really probably made that citron pop, would be like that MAC.s Pure White. It's kind of like the nail polish that I have on, guys. Like, I have a white up under this nail polish. You recall, like, for my 4th of July, I had a white nail polish on. Well, I left that on and put this blue on top of it, and it just makes it a little bit more vibrant. Okay, so that's all for the inner corners, guys. And also, if I'm being quite truthful, don't do that if you're going to use this on other people, is I probably would not have bought this eyeshadow kit, because it's not really eyeshadow, they're pigments, so you can use them on your face as well, because these are not colors that I'm going to typically reach for all the time. So what I'm going to use for my outer V, guys, the blackest black out there is a Makeup Geeks Corrupt. Okay, so I'm going to dab this exact brush, and this is another Sigma brush, and this is the E32. I'm going to just dab that into that Corrupt just a little bit, and then I'm going to take this deeper kind of a bluish green right here, and I'm going to dab into that. This, guys, is going to act as my outer V color. And like I said, this is not a palette that I bought it actually against my better judgment, because I knew that this is not going to be one that I'm going to use all the time. Because these colors, if I'm truthful, and it's not that the colors are not, you know, pretty colors, it's just not something that I am going to typically reach for all the time. And, you know, I'm just going to be honest with that. Then I'm going to pick up another 217 and blend that out. Blend it a little bit into the crease, just a little, not a lot. This is what we've got going on here. Just to make that outer V a little bit more defined and a little more smoky. So you've got that kind of a acidy look, electric look, and then you've got that smoky look towards the end. You kind of want to give it some definition. See, the thing with this palette, guys, is this is all electric, and I don't see how you could do a wearable look with it unless you mix it with some mattes, you know. Okay, so to line my eyes, I'm going to use Benefit's Bad Gal, And you could really kind of like go all over. You want to make sure though your rims are black. At least I thought about putting green in my rims, that acid green, but then I just said no. I'm not gonna do that. And then I, could just let it go a little bit up underneath, because it gives it a good base for the shadows. Now I gotta admit, guys, this Benefits background is not as deep as the Urban Decay's 21st Perversion. That to me is like the blackest liner that I have come across. Now, this is just to aid in that smokiness around there. So you just have like that hint of green in the inner corner and in the mid portion of your mobile lid. So then what I'm going to do next, guys, is grab a pencil brush, dip back into that Corrupt, back into this deeper blue-green color, and I am going to use those two colors to smoke out my bottom lash line and my top. So that's why I said that didn't need to be too neat. You just don't want to bring it down too far. And if you are looking for a really good black, look at that Makeup Geeks Corrupt. Guys, that is just an excellent color to smoke out or set your black eyeliners. It's an excellent color to help to deepen any other colors that you might want to use, like on your outer V, your crease. I think it's a little, I might not use it on my crease, unless I am doing a black smoky eye. I think other than that, guys, it is like way maybe too black. And that's just my thought. But, it all depends. And you're going to want to make sure that you are very careful with that Corrupt when you put it on, if you put your foundation on prior to, guys. Because it will, fall out on your cheek. Okay, so that's what your eye is going to look like. And with me, you were going to get something semi-conservative. So what I'm going to do is try to put this eyelash on, because you may notice that it looks a little different. The video looks a little different. That's because I am shooting with my Nikon today, as opposed to the Canon, what I use for my for our collaboration. And the Canon, I love that, guys. I really do love it. But the only problem with the Canon is that it takes too long for it to upload the video, because the file is much bigger than this Nikon, and I don't know how to convert the files, truthfully. And then I kind of worry about the quality of the video if I do that too. So I'm not sure, if I want to do that. And yeah, so it's a little bit different. But the thing with this Nikon, guys, that I love is that it takes me no time to upload the video. Well, I won't say no time. It's just not as long as that Canon. But as far as picture quality, as far as mic, that comes out the Canon hands down. But the only thing, again, there's pros and cons with that. And how did I get off on this tangent? But there's pros and cons with the Canon. It doesn't have automatic focus, autofocus when you're taping or when you're filming, whereas this Nikon does. But sometimes when I'm taping with this Nikon, guys, it gets out of sync. And I don't know if any of you know why that happens. Please comment below and let me know, because that is just absolutely crazy to me as to why sometimes when I'm using this, it starts out okay, but towards the end, it starts getting out of sync with my mouth, and it looks like one of those bad foreign films where, you know, they go over it and just, oh, it's just horrible. So, and I'm sorry if I have this all up in the camera lens, guys. I'm so sorry. Not in the camera lens, but you know what I'm saying, what I mean. Gotta concentrate. Okay, so it's up. Now, the darndest thing, guys, and you notice I don't put a lot of liner on. I don't really like a lot of thick liner. I kind of like to see the shape of my eyes. So what I did do, guys, I wanted kind of like a peachy orange kind of lip, but not totally orange. So I couldn't find my lipstick that I wanted. So what I did was I took my Makeup Forever corrector palette and my corrector concealer palette. I took that orange color, that orange corrector out of there for deep skins, and I used that on my lips. And I used wow, I can't make this out. I'll put it in the description bar. I used this on top of it, this lip gloss by MAC, and I used a Fashion Fair's light brown lip liner on my lip line, you know, to line my lips. And this is it right here. It's a warmer brown. I love this. I have been using this for years, guys, and that's it right there. So it's a alternative to cooler browns that I normally would wear. So this is my first look from this electric palette, guys. I think it's, again, wearable. It's a nice green look. So you know, if I'm going with these colors on the eye, I am going with a more simple lip, simple face. I don't wear a lot of blush anyhow, but I'm definitely not going to have like clown lips and clown cheeks to match. So yeah, guys, this is